Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on Weather for Weather Geeks on this Thursday. We're almost to the weekend, and boy, do we have some titanic changes coming our way before the weekend arrives. This is the surface map as I record this a little after 8 this morning. We've got a cold front right in through here. It's real easy to pick out this morning. Ahead of it, 50s to around 60 in eastern Ohio, central Ohio, western Pennsylvania. Behind it, out towards Toledo, it's already dropped into the 40s. It's in the 20s and 30s in Chicago and northern Indiana, western parts of Michigan. So this front, easy to pick out. It's got some rain streaming ahead of the front, and that rain is pushed into Zanesville as we speak. And here, as we head towards midday in the Mahoning and Shenango valleys, we will start to get wet as well. While it's colder just to our west, boy, you ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till you look at the temperatures out here across the Rocky Mountain states and into Canada as well. I'll bring up a little color here so we can visualize this a little bit better. It is just bone-chilling cold out here, with many places as much as 10 to 20 degrees below zero this morning in the Rockies. Look at all these numbers. I'll zoom in a little bit here. Denver's below zero. In fact, in the teens, below zero. It's as much as 22 below zero up here at the Burt Mooney Airport in western parts of Montana. And then you look up into Canada, and there's more teens and 20s below zero here. A couple of 31 degree below zero readings there, and across the pole into Siberia, over here in Russia, we've got cold reloading. It's going to come down next week. So this is shot number 1 out of 2 very, very cold snaps of air that we'll be tracking to the south and east in the coming days. All right, let's talk about what the radar is going to look like as we go through time. We'll zoom back into our local area here in eastern Ohio, western Pennsylvania. And a little bit of rain certainly is getting set to track our way. I'll fast forward to about 11 o'clock this morning, so late morning. This is when this band of rain will be impacting parts of the area, although it may be focused a little more south of Route 30 than north. Better chance to get wet towards East Liverpool and down towards Pittsburgh and into Beaver County, Pennsylvania as well. This afternoon, mid-afternoon, here we are at 3 o'clock. A little bit of rain around. This isn't going to be much yet this afternoon, so we're not talking about a tremendous amount of rain just yet. Then as we head towards the end of the day today, here's 5 o'clock this evening, and maybe there's a shower around, but this high-resolution computer model doesn't show a lot just yet this evening. So we need the umbrella once or twice, midday and afternoon today, but it's certainly not going to shape up to be a super rainy afternoon or anything like that. Now, let's go ahead to tonight. This is tonight at about 2 in the morning, and this is when things will start to transition a little bit. Now, the colors on here are all green, but not all of this precipitation will be rain. I think the rain-snow line is going to be somewhere right in through here at about 2 a.m. North of it, some snow, some sleet mixing in south of it. This is mostly rain down in here. I think overnight, in northeast Ohio and the western part of Pennsylvania, we'll see a transition over from rain to kind of a mix of rain and sleet, and then eventually it'll end as a little snow. And I do mean a little snow. By daybreak on Friday, some backyards may have picked up a coating of snow, maybe even a half an inch or an inch. So a few places may have seen that. A lot of us won't have seen that. The accumulating snow really isn't kicking into full gear until tomorrow afternoon. So let's talk about that a little bit. First of all, temperature change over the last 24 hours. This map shows the nationwide 24-hour temperature change, and these numbers are indeed quite impressive. Across the Midwest, the Rockies, it's as much as 25 to 30 degrees colder in the same time yesterday. Notice how much warmer we are in eastern Ohio and western Pennsylvania compared to yesterday morning at this time. But all of these cold-looking numbers out here will be here in the Mahoning and Shenango valleys tomorrow morning. We'll probably start in the upper 20s to around 30 tomorrow, after starting out pretty close to 60 this morning. All right, let's talk snow and how much. Here's the short-range ensemble model plume graph that I like to show you. And what we're looking at, what we want to pay most of our attention to, is the dark line that runs up through here. That's the average of all of these computer model runs. And for Youngstown, that gives us an average by tomorrow evening of about 3.5 inches, with maybe another half an inch to an inch after that overnight tomorrow night. So in total, this gives the Youngstown Warren Airport in southeastern parts of Trumbull County about 4.5 inches of snow. That's the average. There are some members of this model, this ensemble model, that have higher amounts. There are some that have lower. But it fits pretty nicely in our overall forecast of 3 to 6 inches. This model jives with that. Here's the high-resolution NAM model showing somewhat lower amounts across the region. You don't find many 6-inch amounts according to this model until you get a little closer to Columbus and down towards Dayton, with most of the valley somewhere in the 1 to 4 inch range. So this model's in the camp that we don't get quite as much. Here's the European model. It all along has been kind of forecasting a little bit more. I think this model is forecasting too much in too many places. There's going to be too much mixing of sleet and rain for a time down here to get as much, I think, as the model says. But even where we expect mostly snow, the European model here gives us a solid 5-6 inches in most of southern Trumbull County, Mahoning County, Columbiana County. Bottom line is our forecast really hasn't changed much since yesterday. We're going to go with 3 to 6. At the end of the day, especially from Youngstown on north, I think we're closer to 3 than we are to 6. If anybody gets 5 to 6, your best chance of getting that is going to be down towards the Route 30 corridor in Columbiana County over into parts of southern Lawrence County. That's your best chance of getting 5 or 6. Again, I think more backyards will pick up closer to 3 in Mahoning County, Trumbull County, into Mercer County. There could even be a few places that fail to get 3 way up into northern Trumbull County and northern Mercer County. The axis of heaviest snow Friday afternoon and evening is definitely going to be south of Interstate 80, so something to keep in mind there. All right, we head into the weekend, and we'll show you real quickly what the European model has in store for us here over the weekend. Here's Saturday afternoon's map. Nothing going on. It's going to be cold, but uneventful day on Saturday with a mixed bag of clouds and sun. Things get a little dicier again by the end of the day Sunday. Here's Sunday early afternoon, then Sunday late afternoon or early evening. Precipitation's pushing back in from the south and the west. I think this will be starting as snow. We'll be in the upper 20s at this time, and precipitation will start as snow. Might get a small accumulation out of this. I don't expect a big accumulation, but maybe there's an inch or two in some spots. And then I think there's going to be enough warm air upstairs in the atmosphere trying to mix in that we're going to see something other than snow for a while Sunday night. Could be a period of sleet. Worst case scenario, it's a period of freezing rain, though. That's on the table. That's something that we have to watch for overnight Sunday night. Nonetheless, even if we get a period of icing, I think this storm will end as rain, just plain rain, Monday morning. We should be above freezing by Monday morning, so as the precipitation starts to move away, whatever's falling from the sky should just be plain rain Monday morning, and then everything pushes away Monday afternoon. And the story beyond that is, of course, the cold. We're still forecasting highs not much above 20 for next Tuesday and Wednesday. Thursday could be much the same. Overnight lows in many backyards will probably drop into the single digits, especially those backyards that get a little more snow over the next 24 to 36 hours. Well, that's weather for Weather Geeks on this Thursday. As I have been all week, I'll be on the midday report today on 21 News at noon. So I will see you then, and I'll see you for another edition of this video on Friday morning.